Like what are the plans this year?
Just do a bunch of racing, like do all the crankworkses.
Yeah.
And then do a bunch of filming.
Nice.
Pretty much, yeah. And then might sneak in like a free ride event or two if I can. Yeah, we'll see.
You practicing your head things for Hucker's Neck?
No, I haven't done that yet, but I probably should. I don't know, I haven't had that since though. Like that was insane.
Since Rampage?
Yeah. I couldn't shoulder check while driving.
Yeah.
Like,
it's because everything's so big at Rampage, people don't even know.
Yeah, I know. No, Rampage is gnarly.
Yeah. At least you don't have to build your own line. You can just go and try, go sample.
I know,
sample people's lines.
Yeah, I know. If I'd get in again this year, I'd be like a shit show again, trying to be a nice guy to everybody.
Yeah.
Trying to write their lines.
Yeah. You were there last year?
Yeah,
you showed up at the end.
Yeah, just for like finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick. A new venue's sick.
Yeah.
So steep.
How many people got to build with the teams last year? Was it 2 or 3?
2. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Pretty small crew.
Yeah.
Show crew.
Huh.
I guess that's what we. No, we had 3.
3.
So,
yeah. So who gets cut?
Yeah.
Who gets cut? Is it Kirk,
Yeah,
McKay,
probably,
or me?
Probably Kirk.
Oh.
Sorry, Kirk. He can be like an outside engineer.
You could contract him.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
got a civil engineering degree, so that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, like he doesn't have to do any work. He just has to tell us, like, give us some ideas.
Yeah.
That'd be
McKay,
good.
what do you think? We contract Kirk as outside engineer? That's pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are just laborers.
Yeah. That's what we were last time, man. Me and McKay are just carrying boulders around like a couple of gorillas, and then Kirk's standing by a lip like sprinkling some water. And then he's got his shirt off and he's standing. Kirk, what's going on? Hey, you guys got any more water?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Sipping on Red Bull. He's addicted to Coke now. Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah, it's Coke.
Coca-Cola. Yeah,
Yeah,
Canadian's
yeah.
national champ, addicted to sugar.
Yeah,
Diabetes next.
probably.
Yeah. So what? You're on Hyper again this year?
Yeah, Hyper again.
Fox?
Fox, like pretty much all the same sponsors. Maxxis for tires this year, that's new.
Yeah.
Race Face for wheels, I guess that's new.
Nice.
Yeah, other than that, everything's still the same.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty stoked.
Smith?
Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last 3 guys that were interviewed is Remy, Fox, Smith, Raceface, Evan Guthrie, Fox, Smith, Raceface. And there's a couple of common themes there. Yeah.
With some serious questions here.
Serious questions. Someone asked me worst crash story. What's your worst crash story?
Mountain biking or just like in general? Or like dirt biking and mountain biking?
Was it the one time that you had to ditch in the 100-footer?
Yeah, that was terrifying. There's like this big triple on the track and you hit it like 5th gear and my bike seized on the lip and I just like had to ditch over the bars. And like nothing happened, but that was pretty terrifying. That was for sure the most terrifying crash I've ever had.
The most impressive part about that crash is the fact that you came in landscape the next day. You dug rocks for like 8 hours. And then like me and the other guys that were on the fire hall that were working got called to a call, had to go to the fire department, came back, and you were still digging. So that's...
Yeah, I like took a break and then just started digging when you guys showed up again.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I know all I did was like fuck up my toe and like, or like my toenail actually.
Yeah.
It's still messed up from it.
Really?
Like, it looks so bad. Like, it's like, yeah, it looks like I have like a toenail fungus or something, but it's just like still messed up from the crash because it like ripped off completely and then I like stubbed my toe really hard on a rock riding.
Yeah.
And then it got like, I think blood got underneath it or something, so then that like new toenail that was like still all soft got all messed up.
Yeah.
And it's like just a really thick like black toenail now.
Gnarly.
And I've like tried like filing it down and stuff. But it, like nothing works. Like I tried to take like side cutters to it. And it like
Does it keep growing or is it just
no, like it's like there. And I like tried cutting like because it was like not like it's not very long, I guess.
Yeah.
So like tried just cutting it all off, but then it just like is still attached like in some spots.
That's crazy.
So I'm just like waiting for it to eventually fall off.
I like I guess it's like second toe is longer than my big toe.
Oh yes.
Freak of nature, but like So whenever I'm running, because Coach Guthrie,
I know.
makes me run. So like, whenever I'm running downhill, my toes just like jam, and then my toenails fall off.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my like second toe or whatever is like larger than my first toe, or like is it?
Yeah.
How do you even refer to toes? First and second toe.
First and second. It's like not your like pointer toe. It's like big toe, and then there's just everything else.
Yeah. Okay,
Scientific.
my toe next to my big toe is
Yeah.
bigger than my big toe.
It's not even the middle finger toe. It's like ring finger toe. I don't know. Oh, here we go. We got some rapid fire questions. Flats or clips?
Clips.
26 in DH or 29?
Ooh. I would go with 26 if like everybody had to go one size. Then
Okay,
yeah.
that's an interesting question because it doesn't say anything about 27 and a half. Interesting answer as well. I mean, you're Bas Van Steenbergen, right? So like, can you even whip a 29er? Have you tried it?
No, I've never tried. I've never ridden a 29er.
Your career could be over if you ride 29ers.
Could be.
Nah, you can still whip 29ers.
I know.
Shimano or SRAM?
Shimano.
You paid to say that. No, it's
I'd
good
say
stuff.
that anyways.
I'm running. I can buy whatever I want. I'm running Shimano shoes.
Yeah, there you go.
Gloves or gloveless?
Gloves.
Yeah. Everybody that's not wearing gloves is dumb.
I guess. I could see why, I guess.
Yeah.
But, well, for like dirt jumping, I'd go gloveless. But then, like, downhill.
I suck at dirt
gloves.
jumping, so I need I need like bubble wrap.
You could go with like the knuckle duster.
That's right. Just brace. Yeah. Okanagan or coastal?
Ooh. I don't know. Okanagan. I guess I do live here, so yeah. Okanagan.
Mornings or evenings?
Evening.
Okay. Gym or nah?
Yeah, sure, gym. Every now and then.
Yeah, a couple times. Legs or nah?
Yeah, legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I look pretty weak in the gym if I don't do legs.
Right? Yeah. I got a personal trainer to help me do some crazy stuff just twice a week while I'm recovering. And like, she didn't say anything the whole first week. So we alternated. It was like upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. So then like we did upper body together. And then this week we did lower body Wednesday. And then tomorrow we're going to do legs again. And like we're doing some like glute exercise on my bad leg. And she's like, wow, this leg's pretty strong. And I'm like, did you forget? Like I'm a cyclist. Like this is my thing. And she's like totally didn't like not impressed with anything upper body. And I'm like, oh, your glute, your glute's strong. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Did she tell you have a nice ass then?
I think so.
Is that what she was getting at?
I think so. Yeah. So I guess my biceps are all show no go. Did you hear where Kirk and I were driving somewhere and I was listening to Ask Me Anything from Win Masters winning the EWS, and someone chimed in and was like, how did you go so fast? Do you go to the gym? And his username was Uncle Muscles.
Uncle Muscles.
So they just replied like, obviously not as much as you, Uncle Muscles. And then like, now Kirk just calls me Uncle Muscles.
Sick. That's pretty sick, man. That's way better than Poppatony.
Ask Uncle Muscles.
You should have called it Poppatony's Tales and just like told stories in front of the camera.
That'd be pretty good.
You should start that.
It's like when we were in Taxco and Andrew Needling was telling me a story that I can't repeat, and then like after the story was done, he was like, "Hey, your GoPro's on." Oh, you got some dirt on me now.
Yeah. Thought you were gonna bring up something else from Taxco.
We're gonna cut this because this is just getting into some real shit. So yeah, talk to you later. And like I emailed Cycling Canada because I was like, you said last year that you're not sending riders outside of North America to World Cups, and then Henry didn't have points, and he qualified with a jersey. Like he petitioned, and I was like, what the fuck? So I sent them an email about it, and I was like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, we're just actually reviewing that. What World Cups would you like to go to? And I was like, well, this kind of sounds like you might send me somewhere. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I was hoping to qualify for Mont Saint Anne, but like I'd go to Val d'Isole. It's like, that'd be fucking so gnarly.
Yeah.
Going to Val d'Isole would be so butt wild.
Yeah, that'd be super gnarly.
Yeah. You raced Val d'Isole, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
It's like not that fun.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
I,
just,
I,
like,
it would just be like an experience. Like,
yeah.
whew, did that. Like,
yeah, exactly.
check.
Because it like looks pretty smooth, but there's just like so much shit everywhere. Like
Yeah.
in bed, like after first practice, it's just like everything's exposed, and you're just like riding, and there's just like way too much shit going on.
Yeah, it's like you can't
It's
even
sick.
like comprehend what's coming. It's
Yeah.
just like just point where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And like talking to guys when I was there for World Champs with them, like it's like, yeah, you can't ride it except at 100%. Like,
Yeah.
It only works if you're going fast.
Yeah, like I guess apparently like at World Champs it was like insane too.
Yeah.
Like Elliot was saying that it was like way gnarlier than ever before. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I raced it in the mud too. That was fucking
Yeah,
gnarly.
that would be nuts. It would almost be like, cool, I don't have to go that fast.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Yeah,
that
you're
is
still
true.
like, it's like still really fast. but-
Mhm. Yeah, it was terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty cool.
Those poor guys at Lords.
I know, like, Gwyn is, like, not protected now and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like a bunch of those guys.
Mhm.
well,
Like, imagine if, like, one of the contenders just, like, gets flat in qualifying now.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be so fucked.
Yeah, totally. Mark's protected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Mark.
sick. I know, that's so sick.
Yeah.
That he got second.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't really matter how it happened. He's still
No,
got second.
that's sick. I mean, he should have got a podium back at Mont Saint Anne like a few
Mhm.
years ago. So like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I'm fired up for Mark for sure.
So,
This week's tech tip is going to be about SRAM 7-speed DH derailleurs, particularly the first gen that uses a T25 Torx bit to fix it to the derailleur, not the new version with the 5mm. When I first had this on my bike, I was really running into issues of trying to keep it on to the derailleur hanger. A lot of people thought it was like bikes. It didn't matter what kind of bike you were on. It wanted to work itself off. So some common things that people did were like Loctite it, lock wire it on there. Some people use like plastic washers to space it out to try to jam it on there. SRAM came out with a serrated B tension plate here that ends up jamming itself against your bike there. I haven't actually ran this yet. I will be trying it in the near future. Apparently this is the fix. If you've got a 5mm bolt on your SRAM X7, or sorry, what am I talking about? On your SRAM 7-speed drivetrain, then you're good to go. So T25 old, 5mm new. What I did for the fix on my drivetrain here was actually removing the C-clip and wave washer. So this is the bolt that holds the derailleur on to your derailleur hanger here. It runs through your derailleur, and there's a C-clip normally sitting where that machine bit is, and that'll run through here with a wave washer into your derailleur hanger. The issue was there was so much tension on the 7-speed clutches that it would work itself loose going back and forth, especially with a bike with chain growth, and you'd eventually have a bike that's misshifting and a loose derailleur hanger. So basically what you need to do, if you've got that Torx T25 derailleur, the first model, is where the C-clip sits right here. If you machine everything forwards down to the thread height, then you no longer need to have to compensate for B tension. What you'll want to do is set your B tension, so where you want your derailleur to sit, your top pulley relative to your cassette. And once that's done, you just bolt it on there. And you'll notice that you actually lose the ability of the derailleur to swing fore and aft and compensate. But the spread of a 7-speed cassette is so small that it really isn't relevant. So that's what I did. Honestly, I never had to tighten it again all year. If you want a little bit extra security, run a bit of blue Loctite on the threads. If you want even more security, I was actually running into an issue where I didn't have time to machine all these down at World Champs for some of the guys I was helping out, and girls. You can actually run a bit of lock wire, hard to see, lock wire through the bolt and then around your frame, just twist it on there. The other thing you'll notice is the narrow wide pulleys. A lot of people have gone to a bottom rollerless chain guide, similar to the trail bike setup. Just the top taco that holds it, and then like a bash guard at the bottom. And because of that, a lot of times there's less tension on the bottom of the derailleur, and so the top one will actually skip a tooth, and it won't be sitting in there, and you'll kind of feel like a rough pedaling. Someone that's an engineer might be able to tell me why they went with narrow wide on the top. The bottom and the front chainring makes sense to me. It's got to hold on there, but something that loses tension all the time. I ended up taking the narrow wide off, and I just used a knife, carefully, don't cut yourself, and just making them all narrow with no difference of performance. I never broke a tooth or anything like that all season, and now it works fine. It doesn't matter if you get a bit of chain slap and it skips over one. Now it's all good. You'll notice SRAM's Eagle, I'm going to double check on my other bike, doesn't use, you'll notice that SRAM's Eagle doesn't use a narrow wide top. It's a big spread, big jump with the 50 tooth there, and that's probably why they don't do it. There you go. So if you've got the T25 style, still here. So there you go. If you got the T25 style, machine this down, set your B tension, set, forget, do a pre-race bolt check, pre-park day bolt check. You'll be set that way. Or just get the new derailleur. This is a lot more money than machining this down. Try it out. Thanks. So we talked about the B tension. We talked about the pulleys. The other thing that you want to do when you're taking the wheel off the back of the bike now, that the B tension won't articulate, you can't move that derailleur out of the way. Typically, I'll move this up mid or high in the cassette and actually pull that chain forward and out of the way. So now that that's out of the way, you can pull the wheel through, put it back in, and take this chain and loop it back over. You can still use the pin there, and you're set. Happy days.